wake up when the sun goes down. I wake up when the sun goes down. I wanna do some comedy. I wanna do some comedy. At a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar, at a dive bar. I can't say what I wanna say. I can't say what I wanna say. Uncensored. Dive bar comedy. Dive bar comedy. Dirty, bad, nasty 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 comedy. Dive bar comedy.
Hello and welcome to Dive Bar Comedy, episode 81. 81 and having fun. So today we are bringing you a show recorded at Lotus Lounge. That is the diviest dive bar in Hollywood. Not even in Hollywood. It's outside of Hollywood. East Hollywood, we call it. Although that's not an official neighborhood name. There's West Hollywood, there's Hollywood, but I guess we kind of made up East Hollywood. Anyway, I'm Wild Joe, and today we have some of our favorite regular comics. Elliott Enriquez, who has been working the door for us, taking the money, taking the names, and putting the people on the list. He's getting into the stereotypical door guy problems of people that don't want to pay, comics who want to be put up a certain number on the list, and if they don't get that number, they get mad and walk out. So he takes a lot of heat, and he's also been going up early on, first or second in the lineup, and taking the bullet, as they say in comedy. So thanks to Elliott Enriquez for helping us out. We're also joined by our regular MC, Mista See, who not only hosts, he raps, he sings. He's an all-around talent and a great hype man. So shout out to Mista See. So today we have also on our show Cid Williams, Marsh, and Suwon Weaver. Some newer to the GT's Comedy Jam comics who do interviews with me behind the scenes and also their sets. So please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts to Dive Bar Comedy, and you can hear different comics every week. We're putting on 3 shows a month. That's 36 comics a month that we're putting on our stage because we have a dozen each time. So we now have regular standing spots at 3 LA area bars. We have the second Tuesday of every month at the Lotus Lounge. So the next one coming up for that is March 10th. And then we have the last Thursday of every month at Liquid Zoo. That's up in the valley. That's on Sepulveda in Van Nuys. So the last Thursday of March is March 26th. So we'll be there. And then we're also doing, looks like it's usually the first Monday of every month at Witch's Brew in North Hills, also in the valley. So our next one there is April 6th. So if you're in the LA area, no excuses. Come on out and see a show. It's only $10, and it's always free parking at these dive bars, cheap drinks, and a relaxed atmosphere and a lot of fun. If you don't get too rowdy of a crowd, because we've been having some hecklers lately, and as usual, a lot of bar patrons that are drunk and just not paying attention to what's going on. So anyway, it is a fun show, and I'm happy we can keep this rolling with new comics every time. So to see our schedule online, check out the GT's Comedy Jam Facebook page, or you can also look at Dive Bar Comedy on Twitter, or you can find me, Wild Joe. I have my Facebook page and Wild Joe Comedy on Twitter as well. If you're an Instagram person, you can find us also, but it's a little more tricky. So got to do your research for that one. All right, people, with that, I'm going to go ahead and play the show for you, and be sure to comment and let us know what you think. All right, here it is.
We're on? Are we live?
We are live at
Okay,
Lotus
we'll do it
Lounge.
live.
This is Wild Joy. I'm here with Elliott Enriquez.
You know what I was thinking about Lotus Lounge? You know how like a lotus is like a little flower? You ever seen those like little flowers they use?
Were
as,
you
like,
here
yoga?
when they had the underage, almost nude female poster hanging?
No, what the fuck?
It added a lot of character. It was probably a 14-year-old girl with like, I don't know, like she was Asian with maybe like a leaf or something covering her nipple.
That sounds controversial. Sounds controversial. I'm glad they took it down.
She looked very young and in a very suggestive pose, and it was like obviously straight from Asia poster.
I imagine she was of age though. Like I mean, they can't
imagine, but actually, I imagine she wasn't. A lot of people are imagining she's not.
They go with a lot of the young-looking. There was this whole. I remember when I was first, a kid getting into this whole thing. There was like some girl like Lolita, and she looked incredibly young, and that was the thing. And I found it strange because when I was a little boy, I was still attracted to older women. I think, there's probably like a certain level, like a 25-year-old, like every man is attracted to from age 10 till 50. Yeah, that's true. I think that there's a societal definition of what every man was probably attracted to, but it doesn't surprise me about the locals here at this bar were okay with that. These guys in here, they get a little rowdy.
This was a very almost barely pubescent, very Asian girl.
Let's just dig into it deeper. Why? We should ask why it was there.
It's like a women-run bar here too. I mean, the owner and the bartenders are all female.
They're probably one of them.
Yeah, maybe when they were younger.
Yeah, it's probably one of the Asian owners.
That's how they made it over to the USA.
Yeah, they were selling their posters. They
were selling their posters.
Those ladies were total babes like 40 years ago.
That's quite
possible.
possible.
They were foxes. They were. I can tell. I can see the twinkle in their eye. They love you a long time.
That's quite possible. But anyway, it's fun. I love Lotus Lounge. It's crazy now. You're working the door, so you get to be the first one here and see it all unfold.
It feels almost like home. I take the metro here because there's a stop right down the street, which I don't take the metro anywhere else. So it always feels like I feel like in New York or something. I'm taking the metro to the comedy show. It's a great time. We got more people showing up.
We're back. We got interrupted by the Yardley brothers.
The Yardley brothers, the great Yardley brothers,
twins.
It's a great set. I love their set.
Have you seen their set?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah,
Good.
It's hard to forget when you see two twins doing comedy together. You kind of remember that when that shit shows up in your dreams. You're like, oh fuck! All of a sudden you see two. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got to look them up online. But,
yeah, Jake and Alex Yardley. Great guys. I was saying with Lotus Lounge, you know how Lotus is like a little flower?
Yeah.
I was thinking we could make like a logo for the show that's like a mic, but instead of the circle on top of the mic, it's a little lotus flower.
Very yogic.
Yeah, very yoga-y, but this bar, not yoga-y at all.
Not really.
Yeah, I was like, for a second I thought a lotus was a mantis today, like a praying mantis. Ah, Cid Williams. That's for Mama Bear.
Hey, Lotus Lounge! Yeah! You guys really turned up this mic. It's loud. Mista See is going to be happy. Yeah, he's going to be exploding windows across the street. So, I'm happy all of you guys could make it out tonight for a night of comedy. One of my favorite bars. We have been coming here to Lotus Lounge for about 3 years now. So, yeah, second Tuesday of every month. And this month we have a full lineup of a lot of very funny comics. So thank you all you comics for coming out and for supporting bar shows, for bringing your friends. So this is the GT's Comedy Jam. And we are missing GT, as most of you know. But I'm glad that we all met through him. Almost everyone here met through him, and it's a great group of people and a lot of very funny people. So it's going to be a great show. Yeah. All right. Let me get rid of this trip hazard. We once had a band here, a hot Latino band. Yeah. And the guy had like a long scarf and like no shirt and was sweating, dripping sweat. And then, yeah, he took off his scarf and he tied it around the microphone like it was all sexy. But people were tripping all over it. It was very impractical. Very impractical. Anyway, I want to welcome to the stage your host for the night. He does an awesome job, keeps the energy hyped. Let's hear it! Clap! For Mista See!
That's right. Welcome to the Lotus Lounge, guys, the GT Comedy Jam. Thanks for the introductions and the clappity clap. So, the GT Comedy Jam, it's usually a musical experience. And we used to have a band, like she said, bunch of hot guys with bandanas, dicks swinging everywhere, right? So, to warm you guys up, I'm going to sing to you guys a cappella, and then we're going to get into our first comedian. You guys ready to be sang to? I said, are you ready to be sang to? You guys getting right. All right, so chill back. Say, I want you back, I want you. 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 I want you back, girl, heartbreak. Don't tell me how you gonna love me. And don't bring it to my fucking home. Make your car spin like the shine, put the chrome. Gone. When I'm singing, what I'm telling. Going to the place where I hear you when you're sweating. And to this fucking world, living in the product and I gotta be a girl. Won't you talk to me? Cause I'll be your brother, good man, Mista See. Yeah. Would you break it down? Put it to the higher place and you get it now. Oh. Hurt my soul, coming to the place, gotta get my goal. Coming like a god on the devil and swole. 666, motherfucker, I'm gone. I want you back, I want you. 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 Y'all like that? That's right. You guys ready for the first comedian come to the stage? Are you guys feeling the GT Comedy Jam? Are you guys showing love at the Lotus Lounge? That's right, it's a new year. Get your hands together. Can I get a clap from the double M, Mr. Elliott Enriquez?
Thank you, Mr. See. Thank you very much. Wow, give it up for Mr. See. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. It was like I feel like I'm at a talent show now. I feel like I should come up and do some sort of like strange interpretive dance for you guys. Show myself to the grade for the first time. Finally get that girl that I've been crushing on since freshman year.
Take off your top. Yeah!
Oh man, you guys just saw so much more than you paid for. I would charge a lot more for that. I'm just trying to be positive, guys. That's all I'm trying to do. I just want to be positive in 2020. That's my New Year's resolution. Try to stay positive. It's hard to be positive when you're a big guy. People kind of look down on you, you know? They kind of think, oh, you're a little bit of a glutton, you know? But I've been living in LA and I have so many friends that just tell me, Elliott, you just got to love yourself. That's all you got to do. Love yourself and other people will love you back. Just find one thing you love about yourself and people will love you. And I was like, all right, well, when I sit down, I have like a 3-inch overhang of fat right here. I like to call it my cubby. If any of you guys went to preschool, you know what a cubby is, right? It's something you store things in, correct? Yep. For example, when I sat down, I put my AirPods in there. If I want to, I can put the AirPods right back. It's like a magic trick. It's like I'm storing things for the winter, like a squirrel. Find one thing you like about yourself. I love this goddamn cubby. I'm trying to be positive, guys. I'm trying to be positive. Turn that frown upside down. You know, it's not so bad being a big guy if you got a cubby. If I'm texting and driving, I put my phone in there. Right? If I'm out to dinner, I keep dropping a napkin on the floor. Pick it up, put it in the cubby. I'll grab that problem again. Seriously, I'll be smoking weed with my friends. We lose the lighter. Everyone's like, Where'd it go? I can't find the lighter. Everyone stand up. I stand up, just falls out of the cubby. I'm just holding on to it for you guys, keeping it warm. That's all. Put a positive spin on it, guys. That's what you should do in your life. Everything can be positive. I watch positive TV. You guys watch positive TV? I'm watching... Yeah, hell yeah. I'm watching Netflix's Queer Eye. That shit's positive as fuck. Seriously, my gay friend, he was like, if you're sad, just have one gay friend in your life and you'll feel way better about yourself. I was like, yeah, that's a show. They give you 5 of them. Seriously, they give you 5 gay guys. That's all you need to turn your life around. Seriously. If I had 5 gay guys in my life telling me how amazing I am, I wouldn't be coming up with cute names for my fat. I wouldn't be coming up, no. I'd have it all figured out already. Like if I woke up in the morning and 5 gay guys popped up behind me and they were like, Elliott, look at you. You're serving me, woke up on the wrong side of the bed, realness. Elliott, look at you, you're serving me, he ain't chubby, that's his cubby. Positive spin on everything, that's what I need. Positive TV, it's so great. You know, I'm a straight guy, too, and I love that show, but some straight guys are weird about it. Like, I was telling a friend, hey dude, watch Queer Eye, you'll feel great. He's like, oh man, I can't watch it, that shit's too gay. It's too gay. I don't get it. I feel like straight guys are so afraid of gay things, but I feel like they're more gay than any gay guys I actually know. Right? Like, straight guys are pretty gay. Like, there's a lot of homosexuality in heterosexuality. It's pretty strange. They're like athletes and shit. They're hugging each other a little bit too long. I love you, man. Hitting each other in the balls. Why do we do that? It's so weird. I was a wrestler. People think that's masculine? That's just dry humping a dude to submission for 9 minutes. That's all that sport is. All you do, you dry hump him for 9 minutes, then you have to take a shower with him. Coach was like, all right, before you go, take a shower. All right, man, shit. People are whipping each other with towels in the locker room and shit. I'm like, I'm gonna towel whip away in the locker room from being like, yes, daddy, give me more! Actually kind of hurt. I overdid it there. You like the visual? Yeah. I got someone going, yeah. I need that positivity. Straight guys are so weird. They're so afraid of gay things. Like if a girl's like, hey, do you have any cute friends you could hook me up with? It's like, no, man, I don't look at my friends like that. That shit's gay. I don't look at them like that. So do you have any ugly friends? Oh, dude, my friends are butt ugly. Well, if you can tell the difference, it's a simple process of elimination, right? Like if you know which ones are ugly, you know which ones are hot. It's not weird. I'm not gay. I just know my types. It's not like in a weird way either, because it's not weird. It's like if gay porn pops on the screen, like obviously I'd click away. I just get butterflies before I do it. I don't know if the butterflies come because it's like, oh no shit, I'm not supposed to see that, or like, oh no shit, I'm not supposed to see that. But I click away, so it's not gay. I feel like I lose a lot of people right now. Like I'm losing a lot of you. You might not understand where I'm coming from, but like, not in a weird way. I'd suck a dick to prove I could do it. Man. No, like not in a weird way, dude, but it's like if someone challenged me, I'm a man, I could fucking prove it. I'll suck that dick. Like if someone challenged me, not like in a weird way. Not like if a girl's like, oh, I don't know how to suck dick, it's like, well, I don't know how to either, but like I'd figure it out if I had to. I'd probably be pretty good at it. I know what men like. Alright, I feel like, guys, obviously I do therapy. Obviously I do therapy, seriously. The therapy's great. It helps me out with this stuff because you guys don't seem to understand it. My therapist just says, that's interesting. Well, how would you suck that dick, Elliott? I do therapy. It's great. It's expensive, though. Anybody else do therapy? Anybody else have to pay that bill? Costs a lot of money to have one friend. Costs a lot of money. Seriously, it's super expensive. I was asking my dad for help with the bill because, I couldn't afford it. He's like, therapy, is that the one that gives you drugs so you act like a normal person? It's like, no, Dad, that's a psychiatrist. Yeah. For those of you guys who don't know, a psychiatrist is like a glorified drug dealer.
I hate psychiatrists.
Yeah, I mean, they're basically, like I say glorified, I mean qualified. They went to 8 years of medical school to give you the perfect dose. They're always super cool about it, too. They're like, listen, man, I've got some samples for my pharmaceutical rep. I'm going to give them to you for free. You go home, take this with a glass of water. You're going to be riding in that ambulance that just went by. You're going to be so high functioning. I love my psychiatrist. Best drug dealer I have. He's super cool. I don't have to sit on like some shitty futon. There's no Animal Planet. There's no tapestries on the wall. I'm out of there like 10 to 15 minutes. Best drug dealer I have. I guess nobody's got a psychiatrist. So my dad's like, all right, I can help with that psychiatry thing. What's therapy? I was like, Dad, I pay a therapist to listen to me talk about my feelings. He's like, what do you pay someone $400 a month
to listen to you talk about your feelings. I was like, Dad, I pay him to listen because you won't. He was like, shit, we'll pay him whatever they need. All right, guys, you've been so wonderful. Sorry to leave on a dead note there. Have a great night. Where's Mr. C? Get him up there. Give it up for your host, Mr. C. If you haven't paid me for the door, pay me.
Outstanding. Another round of applause for Elliott Enriquez. Banda, 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 banda. Hey, banda, 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 banda. Hey.
You want to say hello to the people?
Hello, peoples.
Introducing Cid Williams.
Hi, I'm Cid Williams. Happy to be here.
Well,
Just roll right
on to
into
the
it.
next one.
Yeah, did I just kick you out?
No. I was just doing a smooth transition, a nice little segue. We literally duck and rolled out of the spots. I spinned out.
Yeah,
Sid spanned
I'm in the
into
hot seat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Joe's
on
got him in
the
the hot
hot
seat
wall.
now.
It's going to be harder to edit. That's fine.
Okay, you can just cut me
I'm
out
just going
completely.
to cut it. I'll be like, cut deep into it.
Yeah. How have you been? How are you? How are things?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Just doing a lot of things.
I'm sure. Yeah.
So-
doing it.
Yeah, doing these
Thanks.
shows.
Yeah. It's
Picked up
awesome
these
that you're just keep going.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks
I
for
don't
having
want to
me.
just stay home all the time
No,
and do
fuck that.
nothing.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 times a month we have these shows.
Yeah.
And I also inherited a vending machine route,
Really?
45 locations.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, I have to find them
I'm
and
kidding. That sounds
locate
like
them.
very
And one of
intense.
them's actually the Lotus Lounge has a vending machine,
What kind of vending machine is it?
little candy machine. You'll see it now
Yeah?
when you go over by the pool table.
Well, I just broke my 20, so I'll go put some. I'll get some candy. I'll
quarters
support the
in.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to find. I inherited about 500 keys, and I have to
What?
find which key goes to
Oh,
each
for each
candy
thing.
machine.
Oh my god.
All over from Long Beach to Simi Valley
Man.
to Fontana.
Yeah, that sounds good. It's a long bus route. Do you have a car? Or are you gonna
I
just
do
are you
have a
gonna
car.
sell the business and just hand somebody the keys?
Even to sell it, you have to see what you have. You have to take
You have to
pictures,
inventory and see what you have. Oh my
take all the
God.
money out. It's been
Yeah.
sitting for a long time. It's
Yeah.
full of quarters. So
Yeah.
on the good side, I went to the bank. I found a bunch of quarters. I opened this new bank account where it's a business account. They count your quarters for you.
That's nice.
Brought in these 3 heavy bags of quarters. They came back and told me it was $1,800.
Wow.
Yeah. So I was like, oh
How many
shit.
machines was that?
That was a box of quarters I found.
Oh, okay. You just found that was an extra stash. A stash of quarters. That's funny.
But it was all quarters.
Yeah.
It was very
A box
heavy.
of quarters. That sounds heavy.
It was
oh
a
my
box
god.
of like little bags. of
$1,800?
quarters squirreled away.
Oh my god.
Just like it looked like
It's like
junk.
3,000
It
pounds.
looked like a bunch of little plastic bags inside of a cardboard box.
Yeah.
Something you would kind of throw away, but it would be very heavy if you tried to throw it away.
So what are you gonna do?
Just stack up as much money as possible, and then pay off credit cards.
Yeah. You have a lot of debt.
I inherited a lot of debt,
Oh, good for you. This is great. Yeah. This is good.
so
Man.
it all goes together. You know,
It'll all work out. Everything happens for a reason.
so whatever.
Even in the tough times. So you inherited a bunch of debt. Okay.
But also some properties. So
There you go.
property you can't really do anything with unless you sell it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really pay off credit cards.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'll just
So how many vending machines is this? You said 45?
45 locations.
45 locations. So that's
Some
multiple
have
vending.
a few vending
Wow.
machines. All kinds of machines. From
And you-
gumballs, small toys, small candies, bigger toys, stickers, massage chairs, coffee machines.
Massage chairs. Wow.
Yeah, those are
I
probably
had no
good.
idea.
You probably just go there, collect the dollars,
Yeah.
and then come back a month later, collect more dollars.
I mean, it's all there should be to it. Unless you have to
sounds
do
pretty
maintenance or something.
fine.
You got to go buy the candy, I guess. Got to go buy
yeah,
the
eventually
runts,
when I
the
run out, but right
Skittles.
now I haven't run out of anything yet.
That's good. That's
I'm,
fine.
I'm going
Did
around
you-
collecting quarters that have been sitting for months.
Did you have a job or something beforehand?
No, I have 2 babies. I have a 2-year-old and a now 10-month-old. So I'm always babysitting. You know?
Did I kill the battery with my
No, I'm just
boringness?
checking
Okay.
how much longer we have. So
Wow.
I feel like I talked the whole time.
No, I'm more interested in you and what's going on with you right now.
So it's kind of
my life has not been that interesting.
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
It's unspent.
Yeah, it was really shocking. I was very sad when I saw it. It really broke my heart. And I was actually in Michigan because
Aw.
my girlfriend lost her brother like the same
Oh.
week.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
and then it was awful. So
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. It was just a lot of people passing.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry again.
Thank you, Cid. Well, I'm glad you could come on our show. I'm
happy
glad
to be here.
we're still doing the shows.
It's really cool that you are, and I'm really happy that you reached out.
Where can people find you on Instagram or wherever?
I'm on Instagram at Cid the Adult, Cid C-I-D, the Adult, Cid the Adult. That's it. I think I'm on the same thing on Twitter. Facebook, I'm suspended right now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was posting questionable images. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we'll talk about that next time.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for having me.
Continue.
Thank you.
Bye.
Give it up, give me a clap, 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 give me a clap, 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 for Cid the Great Williams! He got it on lock.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. How are you? Good to hear. Give it up for your host. Doing that thing. I was doing it. Give it up for the last comedian. Very funny. He was my elementary school bus driver. And the lunch lady. So that's cool to see him again. A lot of people look at me, they don't know what I am. They're like, what are you, black, Jew, fuck, what are you? I'm a half white Puerto Rican from Texas. That's what I am. A little confusing. Thanks. Why the woo? Never mind. I don't want to know. I'm half white Puerto Rican from Texas. My dad is Texan white. Texan white is not like normal white. It's kind of like an off-white, you know? My dad is a cowboy, actually, which is pretty cool. He doesn't, thank you. Yeah, a girl in the short skirt likes cowboys. Surprise. My dad's a cowboy. He doesn't own any cattle, a horse, or a ranch, or anything like that, but he does drive a truck and wear cowboy boots to Chili's, so I think that counts. He also hates banditos. I wrote that joke today. I like that a lot. The short skirt girl didn't get that. Bandito's a bad boy. Thanks. Where was I? I don't know. Jesus Christ. Puerto Rican. That's what it was. Half Puerto Rican. Thanks. Another Hispanic in the house. She's definitely not Puerto Rican.
Yes, I am.
Are you really?
Puerto Rican Jew.
Wow. Puerto Rican Jew? I look like a Puerto Rican Jew, but I'm not one. For those of you that don't know, Puerto Ricans are, we're basically special edition Mexicans. They're the same thing, just harder to find. Holographic Jamaicans. I don't know, white chocolate Brazilians. Lettuce wrapped Cubans. I don't know. That's stupid. I'm a unique Hispanic person. I'm a 1 in a million Hispanic person. I am one of the few Hispanics on earth that has the ability to listen to music not out loud. Thank you. I'm the first Puerto Rican to discover headphones. That's funnier than you guys gave that. I know. You don't have to know. I know. I've been in LA for 7 years now. I moved to LA almost 7 years ago this May, and I live in the same neighborhood as one of the most notorious gangs in all of Los Angeles. They're called the Church of Scientology. They all wear the same color. They hang out at every street corner. They harass people. They stopped paying taxes. They got a direct TV channel. I need to get a gun. I recently had my big Hollywood moment. I had a big Hollywood moment I was very excited about. A lot of artists have this moment in their lives. I finally officially, you guys, this is a big deal. I finally officially lost my mind. Thank you. Appreciate it. Big Hollywood moment. Thank you. Hell, Satan.
Fuck yeah.
Thanks, dude. That's nice. That silence is really good. I like it. Good little reset.
No, they're laughing on the inside.
No, they're not.
No, it's like my joke.
No, they're not. Lived in LA 7 years now. LA's changing me. I hate it. I'm a different person. I started drinking sparkling water. I started drinking kombucha. After the show, I'm going to go in the women's restroom and butt chug an IPA. I don't know who I am anymore. I started doing yoga. I'm so ashamed of myself. Been doing yoga. I don't go to yoga class, though. I do yoga at home, because there's a word for heterosexual men that go to yoga class. They are called predators. It's true. It's true. No, that's not true. No, the real reason I don't go to yoga class is I don't like to hear girls fart. That's the real reason. Now, the real reason I don't go to yoga class is I like to do it, like I like to watch it on YouTube, because I can pause the video whenever I want and masturbate to the instructor. You can't do that in class. LA Fitness frowns upon that. No, the real reason I actually do go to yoga class, and the real reason I do go to yoga class is because I like to smell girls' farts. So I'll be in the women's restroom after the show, like I said, if you guys are interested at all. Yeah, I did something super risky recently. I went to a yoga class on day 9 of No Nut November. You guys know what No Nut November is? All right, for those of you that don't know, it's a monthly challenge that really stupid men partake in once a year in November. It's called No Nut November, and the goal is to not ejaculate one time all of November. I went to a primarily female yoga class on day 9. As the downward dog, I was the downward dogs for sending the juicy yoga butts up into the air, and the sweet yet salty pussy particles entered my nostrils. I thought to myself, I'm gonna get arrested. We're gonna get arrested. I ran out of there like a man transforming into a werewolf. I was so terrified. Almost done here. Being a man's hard. Men are stupid. We're all stupid. No, November is stupid. So dumb. Day 11, it got really weird. Day 11 of No Nut November. You ever get so horny you stalk your own girlfriend's Instagram? Never again. That's my time, you guys. That was my big closing joke. I really appreciate being here. This is GT's Comedy Jam. Give it up for your host one more time. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, good job, Cid.
Thanks, buddy.
Hey, yeah, another round of applause to Cid, the Grid Williams.
Hey there, Dive Bar Comedy. It's Wild Joe. I'm here with Aaron Marsh.
How you doing, Joe?
It's your first time on this show?
It is our first time on this show.
You have a hot girlfriend that came.
Thank you. She is very hot. You can look at her up at Vanya Renee.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah, I'll
She's
shout
getting
her
trained.
out. Yeah. Why
Before
wouldn't
you even promote yourself, you're promoting your girlfriend. That's really good.
Yeah, thank you. Well, she would like that, one.
She would.
Apparently, you would like that, too.
Yeah, I have a girlfriend a friend who got a new boyfriend, and she made a hat with her name on it, and he had to wear this baseball hat that had her name on it all over the place. And he did it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not sure I would do that, but I am very proud to be dating her.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been like a year. It's been
Well,
great.
you're wearing some bear on your hat, and you don't mind that.
No, I don't mind that at all. It's the Chicago Cubs alternative logo. It's a baseball team.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, what brings you to comedy?
I moved out to Los Angeles for comedy. I've just always been in love with, like, jokes.
Okay.
Yeah, so, like, even as a kid, I remember watching The Tonight Show and always wanted to do stand-up.
Okay.
And then when I got the opportunity to do it, I did.
Good. I used to keep a little joke book when I was a kid. I was the one that taught all the little kids about, like, sex and all the dirty words and all through dirty pictures. And I had, like, a dirty cootie catcher. Remember the cootie catchers?
Yeah, of
Mine would
course.
be like, this is what you're going to look like naked when you grow up.
Oh, my God. No, I mean... even now, my jokes aren't that sexual.
Okay. Well...
I mean...
I would love to find... I still have, but I need to find my dirty joke book from when I was a little kid.
Absolutely, because I'm sure your jokes are more
obsessed.
sophisticated now. Yeah, of course you'd be. It's a thing that everybody wants and you don't get because you're a kid, and that's the proper thing.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be, like, so cool.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it worked. You're here.
Yeah.
I guess it is cool. It'd be funny for you to read that out loud in front of an audience. To be like, this is what I thought was cool and sexy when I was a child. Before I understood either cool or sexy.
Well, I think also because more off-color jokes were acceptable. Mm-hmm. You know, like pre-2000, you could get away with like more dirty jokes and more offensive dirty jokes.
Oh,
like,
yeah, totally.
I found an old joke book
call totally offensive jokes from like the 80s, and they really, really are offensive. Like,
oh my god, it never even occurred to me to look those up. I'm sure, like even when you go back and watch TV, TV's more offensive then than it is now.
Yeah.
Which is kind of backwards because it shows how unaccepting we are now.
Yeah.
We think we're progressing, but it feels the opposite.
Yeah. Well, we're progressing in that if you do something offensive, you get called out on it, where before you could just slide away with doing a lot.
Yeah, but there also was the thought of that person's just being a
They're
bonehead.
Just joking around.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like,
true.
as much as like Dice Clay couldn't be a thing anymore.
Yeah.
Like back then, everyone's like, "Oh no, this is a character of a douchebag.
Right.
We don't take him for this."
Archie Bunker or something.
Yeah,
like
all
that.
those things.
Yeah.
And they're making a commentary on being a douchebag. We can't even make commentary on being douchebags right now without walking a fine line.
Yeah. I'm sure the pendulum will swing back the other way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, look, I don't know how old you are. I think I'm older than you. At my time, 2 Live Crew.
Sure.
Some pop that pussy. That was like what all the kids were singing.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
I was a kid when that was going on. I don't know how old
I
you
was
were.
like a kid too, like basically in school.
Yeah.
So when that was going on, like, how was my kid gonna top that? I'm sorry, you can't.
I know. I would remember as a
can't.
kid wondering, like, how is the next generation going to be more offensive?
No, they went the
Because
opposite. It's a pendulum.
It felt like that was the way it was going.
Yeah.
Because it was like the stuff I was listening to was offending my parents, and they offended their parents.
Yeah, yeah.
And so I was like, oh, it's going to be crazy. And it was the opposite. They
And
were like
everybody's
offended by
"It's
dads.
Okay.
Exactly.
To do whatever you want, like, you know, I don't know.
Exactly. It's like if we said pussy pop now in a song,
They'd be like,
the kids would be like,
call it your
excuse
vagina
me.
pop."
Yeah. Yeah,
I
make
don't
this
know.
medical. This is for doctors now.
Anyway, that's a good point. Well, it's fun having you on our show. Where can
Thank
people
you.
find you online?
They can find me at Aaron M. Marsh on all my things on Instagram and Twitter and Venmo.
Okay.
And
Great.
what is it? Yeah, and I got a podcast coming out next week.
Cool. What's it called?
It's called Putting Up with Aaron Marsh.
Okay, great.
Perfect.
Well,
Thank
congrats.
So you guys ready for the next comedian? Ooh, this guy, he's got like a weird name. He might actually be attractive because his name sounds like he's got nice hair and hot chicks. So I don't know. He's the AM. He gets you up in the morning. You know what I mean? Like Adam Zubik's people and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The dick suckers and whatnot. Which is cool. I appreciate that shit. I'm from LA. So you guys ready for this next comedian? So we gotta warm it up. So you guys ready? So do we remember our hell yeah agreement? Okay. So on 3, I need 2 hell yeahs, and we introducing this guy. You ready?
Hell yeah.
I said, are you ready or I'll fight every last one. You goddamn right. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3. Hell yeah. Give it up for Aaron Marsh.
Thank you, sir.
Aaron Marsh is a weird name, but your name is Mr. See. Like that's the least weird thing I've seen in this place all night. This place looks like it brings in the weird, like on purpose, like, and when they keep it here to keep it off of the weird street that it's on. You know, like I was looking at this bar when I walked in, like I can't tell if this is a bar turning into a Long John Silver's or a Long John Silver's that turned into a bar. I can't figure it out. It smells like both of them at the same time. And I haven't seen one hush puppy the whole time I've been here. That guy walked down with the water, and I'm like, that's going to be for the fryer, but I don't even see or hear a fryer. It's fucking nuts, this fucking bar. And for being called the Lotus Lounge, I expected 1 Lotus. You know, just 1. 0 Lotuses. 2 dolphins. Who knew? Who knew? 2 dolphins. Does not look like it's Mexican-owned, but there's a Mexican light right there in the middle of the room. I couldn't see till right now. I'm like, holy shit. They just serve that much Corona. We're like, Mexico's like, you're anointed. Here you go. Here's your golden crown. I love the hell yeah thing at the top. I do, because I love pro wrestling. I do. I love Stone Cold Steve Austin. Somebody almost clapped in the back for Stone Cold right now. He's not here. You don't need to applaud for Stone Cold. Maybe ever again. I love when I'm at a bar, and I see everyone drinking because it reminds me of why I love Stone Cold Steve Austin and hate my stepdad for the exact same behavior. It's. Are you all in for Stone Cold or my stepdad? That's part of the fun of pro wrestling. It's just like you're just watching the stepdads you had fight the stepdads you actually had. It's the ones you wanted to have and the ones your mom actually could get. Like, that's the two that you watch brawl. This place looks like a movie set for two totally different movies at the same time. Like, no, we film it this way and it's Western. We film it this way and it's angry. I don't know, I'm just confused. The lights have got me. It's like if a 15-year-old made a haunted house for $200. Like, that's it. They're like, here we go. And I love haunted houses. I do. Like, I go to them every year. There's a haunted house by my apartment that costs $100 to go inside. I know. If I wanted to be that scared, I'd go to the Motel 6 for $15 next door. It's a scary-ass hotel. It's one of those hotels that's, like, includes HBO. Because I think HBO is the most expensive thing in the room. Includes... I've never been one HBO away from a decision my whole life. Who is swayed by the HBO? Like, could you imagine meeting a woman and you being like, I don't want to go home with this woman, but her being like, I have HBO. And then you're like, I'm in. That's how terrifying of an offer that is. Like, the only person I think that wants HBO is the murderer that can be like, oh, I wasn't murdering someone. I know it sounds like that. I just had on the HBO. I feel like you guys are a Showtime audience. I can tell by your laughter at this. I thought I was going to come up here and do jokes, but I didn't know if you guys liked those, to be honest with you. I was watching this whole show. Part of me was like, I'm just going to have to sing a song for the last 4 minutes like Mr. See. Lyrics optional. I just have to fucking go up there and do whatever. I wear a Cubs hat every day. That's a Chicago Cubs hat. But in the gay neighborhood I live in, I'm just already a Cub. I don't need to advertise. I am a straight man. You guys may have noticed my beautiful girlfriend breaking glasses back there.
Yeah, party girl.
It's not because she was partying. No, I think she just knocked it over 20 minutes ago. I was really going to lay it out there. You're not even drunk enough for that to be an excuse. You just knocked over a glass. And I was like, is there a Jewish wedding happening here? What's going on? And then those guys were like talking about Jewish things, and I was like, oh, she totally thought this was a Jewish thing. My name's Aaron, so she was just like, this is how I'm going to trick him. I'm going to bring him to a dive bar and start breaking glasses. Put him on a chair. Tip him around. I know that this isn't a joke, but you guys, it looks like you need to hear this next sentence. Did you know you can get Plan B on Amazon Prime? Did you?
Yes.
I fucking love that somebody said yes. You're the bravest motherfucker. And I know that's not funny, but in 3 months you're going to be like, I'm really happy that guy said that at that fucking bar that one time. Yeah, totally. I didn't understand any of what you said. It was like you spoke in cursive. Like every fucking letter touched every fucking letter.
I said 3 months later I'll be happy I took the Plan B.
3 months later? You should do that the next day. If I was to suggest, like Amazon Prime, since it is on Amazon Prime, it's free next day delivery. But it also chooses a 3-day delivery. Who the fuck is choosing the 3-day delivery on Plan B? That is not like, oh, this is a low priority sort of behavior. It is. You got 5 days? I don't know how the fuck you just became my doctor, but you just became my fucking doctor. Tell me what I want to know. I should have guessed that this bar knew a lot of trivia about Plan B. I should have guessed. I should have looked around and read the room. I should have read the warning label on the box. I'm like, she knows her shit. Wait, I have to ask, because you know so much about Plan B, the follow-up question has to be, do you have kids?
No.
Fucking, she's my doctor. That's the right answer. That is the right answer. I think every time you take a Plan B, you should have to
tattoo.
A little baby on the side of you, like an airplane, and you kill a person. Guys, I'm Eric Michael Marsh. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sid.
I like that tattoo playing shit. Marsh, guys!
Hello, Dive Bar Comedy. It is Wild Joe. I'm here with Suwon Weaver.
Hi, nice to see you. I'm so excited to be here.
You came last month and just watched, right?
I just watched because it was really a tribute for GT, and we hadn't officially met, so I just didn't want to like come out and kind of, take up that space. I want to let people just do their thing. And
well,
so,
I'm glad you came and you stayed. You watched the
show?
the
show. It was great.
Wasn't it nice?
I love the show. And
so
you know what?
heartwarming.
It was so heartfelt. Like Sarah, there were great people here. And what's her name? Rachel D, Sarah Halstead. It was Sarah Halstead, right? Yeah. And I mean, their stories were just like so touching and funny, and they're like awesome people too. So everyone was great. It was a good show.
Yeah, because everybody has their own perspective on things and their own way of talking, and it's fun hearing stories from comics about anything.
Yeah.
And then the fact that we have a really crazy, funny guy that they're talking about too.
I know. Well, what was amazing is like I wouldn't have gotten to know him that way anyways, because like he just contacted me through the internet or whatever, and so like through Facebook or something, like, hey, come on, be on the show. So I was thrilled about that, but it's a different thing when you get like the insider sweet stories.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then the funeral, actually, in the Armenian tradition, there's no heartwarming anything. There's no talking about the person's life. It's just pure grieving and wailing and wearing black.
Right, that's hilarious.
Prayers and nothing else.
Oh my God. A lot of emoting. It sounds like a Korean funeral in a way, because my mom's her sisters had died, and like they would go up to the casket, and like I've never seen my mother start like wailing, basically coming to her knees, like
oh my gosh.
I've never, like, it was hilarious.
Wow.
I was like, what the hell? I didn't even know she had that in her like that,
Well,
so maybe Armenians, Koreans.
It's a cathartic experience, I guess.
Put it all on the table. Put it all out there. So, I liked it.
So anyway, I was very happy that we had our tribute here because we got to hear all the stories and a lot of, there's like your family personality might be a little more subdued. So, when you're out with your friends, you're more wild, or you're doing comedy. He was a wild and crazy comic.
Yeah, he was an out there guy, which is so fun that he just wanted to start his own thing and do let's just do dive bar.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I love that. That's a great
it's not easy to
perspective.
get booked at like the 3 major clubs of Hollywood or whatever. So he was like, screw it, I'll just do my own show.
Yeah,
wherever I can, wherever they have a stage.
So much better. So it's way better. Then you're not like in some weird cliquey club. It's good.
That's true too.
Yeah.
Well, we've met a lot of awesome people. I'm happy to meet you, and I'm excited to hear your show. For people listening, where can they find you online or on social media?
Suwon Weaver at all the things like Twitter, Instagram, SUWON Weaver, WEAVER. So yeah, you can find me. It's not that hard.
Cool. Well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
So we up to our last comedian. I don't even know who he is. That's terrible. I'm from Philly though. So we get crime motherfuckers just for living. That's what we do. So you guys ready for our motherfucking headliner for the night? So you gotta turn it up. This is the last comedian. This is the last time here. We going home after this. Drive safe, motherfuckers. Are you ready for your last comedian tonight? Can I get some love for the SW? Can I get a clap, 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 clap? Say hell yeah. Clap, 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 clap. Say hell yeah for Suwon Weaver.
Thank you guys. This is my first time here at this awesome Lotus Lounge. It's amazing. Very decorative. Feel very happy here. I love the Birdman stuff. Thank you for that. It's like what my career is going to look like in just a couple of years, I'm sure. So much ahead of me. Thank you for your gender queerness. I did appreciate that. We have such a diverse group of people up here, and I'm bringing it. I'm half Korean, I'm half black. I know, that's cuckoo crazy. I don't like to say Malaysian because that's for Tiger Woods. I was born in the 60s, you guys. I'm older than you. Yes, I was born in the 60s. None of it cracks. Well, you know it does. What are you going to do? I like to go back to my roots. Being half Korean, half black, I like to say Kurigro. It's true. It's on my birth certificate from my mother. It says Korean. The rest is racist. Like, whose fault was it, right? Like, was it the doctor? Was it a hospital policy? Was it racist? Yes, it was racist. And I also am a gay person. Yay! Give it up for gays! Yay! Yeah, bringing it all in. I've never given up the uniform, even when I was dating dudes. I was like, I am rocking this, bringing the flannel the whole time. Bringing the comfort, right? Girls that are walking around wearing heels, I'm like, you know what? Guys are going to trip you and catch you and drug you. I don't know. Oh, no thanks. Yeah, right? Let's see, what should we talk about here? I think there should be lesbian gang signs, guys. Right, like not like pussy posse against pussy galore, but like something so when we see each other, we acknowledge each other, right? Like we're like, oh, we're on the same. Like, something, right? So you guys can rest easy because I got my gang signal approved by the Council of Rosie, Ellen, and Hillary Clinton, you guys! Come on, you know she's on the team. No one's going to put up with that crap from Bill.
Oprah, too.
Oh, for sure. Yes, all the high-powered women. Set me up with them. You know, I've always liked those butch lesbians. I've always been into them. Security guards, UPS drivers. Yeah, sprinkle a little Rachel Maddow in there and we're good to go. Yes, right? She's hot. Come on. You're laughing. You know what? Sometimes I say I like butch women and like dudes kind of get like, oh, it's gross. But you guys aren't that different. You know, really, come on. My partner had hairy legs and a mustache before the testosterone. And there's testosterone because guess what? My partner decided to become a man. I'm a lesbian with a man. Yes. I know. I'm back to being straight again. Yeah, I had a lady ask me, but are you still a lesbian? Do I still eat pussy? Yes, I do! So I still get to say it. Yeah, my partner is 5'8", broad shoulders. So before the transition, my partner would go into the restroom, and there was like, this happened at the ArcLight, an older lady in front of us stopped us, and she was like, oh, yes, she was right, there was a man in the restroom. But okay, my partner goes into the stall and she turns around this lady and she says to me, you know, she should wear some lipstick. Yeah. Or a scarf. So who knew that the scarf was like the gender reveal?
Take right out.
Right? Oh. My partner was, I saw it before it happened. You know, you see on butch women, you're like, you're practically a dude. Yes, she was a dude. Anyways, so we're almost straight. Yeah. Actually, my partner also identifies as non-binary. So even though she, he, they don't care about pronouns, they don't care. Even though they look like a dude, we get to confuse people just a little bit more by being non-binary. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes non-binary. Pick a side. That's all right. It's kind of fun to look like we're straight, but I feel like we look more like Ellen with Anderson Cooper. We're kind of straight. My mom, though, I don't know if you guys have lesbian moms, but I certainly do. Because I know, right? I think, yes, I know. My mom thinks my partner is hot. Right? So the surgery got done, and my mom puts her hand on my partner's chest, and is like, "Oh, are you happy now?" Yeah. The answer was yes. Like, oh, no tits. No tits for me. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. I got tits of my own. When I used to flirt with a security guard at Macy's when I worked there when I was younger. And the mean ladies in the cosmetic department would be like, "Oh, you're a lesbian." So I fucked them. Okay, thanks you guys. I'm Suwon Weaver.
Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Fuck this business. That's the fuck I'm talking about. Oh yeah, you don't like me? Then I'll fuck you, bitch. That's the shit I'm talking about. Welcome to America. Round of applause for America right there. Round of applause for Suwon Weaver. Are you happy now? Are you happy now? I like her mother. I think her mother has a good right cross. No? Okay, all right. Test some skinny old little Asian chicks if you want. Test them. The rice makes your bones strong. So that was our headliner for the night. So we got a bond. We got a bond before we leave. We got to make love before we leave, guys, and whatnot. So the Lotus Lounge. Did you guys have a good time tonight? I want to thank you all for staying around. Give yourselves a round of applause for dealing with this shitty fucking show. It's Dive Bar Comedy, motherfucker.
All right, people, there it is, episode 81 of Dive Bar Comedy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm Wild Joe. Please be sure to subscribe. We come out every Wednesday in the middle of the night, a.k.a. Tuesday night / Wednesday, 12 a.m. So be sure to subscribe to Dive Bar Comedy or visit us at divebarcomedy.com. Thanks a lot for listening.